Hey guys, welcome to my review of the best and worst moments of the 2014 Golden Globes. The Golden Globes are special because it's the first major awards show for the season. Yay. And to paraphrase Amy Poehler from last year, she was all like, the Golden Globes are when you get to see the beautiful movie stars mixed with the rat faces of TV. Oh my god. So it's a lot of fun because like the Oscars you only really see the movie stars, Emmys, TV stars, so they're all together and it's kind of cool to see some people like starstruck when they see like movie stars or whatever. I'm not saying that movies are better than TV, but maybe they are. But anyway, the Golden Globes are also special because they have an open bar and these people go crazy at the Golden Globes. You got your food, which probably like maybe 25% of the people actually eat. They're all trying to not bust a seam, so they're just drinking away. They're drinking their calories. So I'm going to talk about some of the best and worst moments. It's going to be mixed all over the place because I was a really bad note taker. But yeah, so let's just jump right into it. Tina Fey and Amy Poehler were the hosts again this year. This is their second time hosting, and I thought they did a really good job. And they started off with a really strong monologue. They had some really good jokes, some real zingers in there. So some of my favorites, they basically called Matt Damon the garbage man because they were like, you're a big deal when it's just you, but when you're here, you're the garbage man. So that was a good one, and he was a really good sport about it. They kept jabbing at him throughout the show and he was really cool. George Clooney, they were like, yeah, the real plot of Gravity was George Clooney would rather die than spend 1 minute longer with a woman who's around his age. That brought the house down. That was really funny. I don't think George Clooney was there. I don't think he was. So that's what happens when you're not there. Also, maybe he was. Maybe I just made that up, but I don't think he was. My ultimate grand supreme favorite, though, was the little gag they did with Julia Louis-Dreyfus. She was obviously in on the joke. They were poking fun at her because she was nominated for 2 different things. One for Veep and the other one for that movie. I forgot what it was called. With James Gandolfini. But they were teasing her because she was sitting in the movie section and she had sunglasses and an e-cigarette. It was great. But yeah, so those are my favorite parts of the monologue. And then some of the early award winners, of course, Jennifer Lawrence, a crowd favorite with her speeches. She was like, oh yeah, all the other nominees, I loved your work, I watched it, and then she was like, no, I didn't watch it, but you know what I mean. So it's nice to actually see someone admitting that they didn't watch everyone else's stuff, because you know they don't all sit there and go through those DVDs that they get in the mail and watch them. There's no way. Kind of a WTF moment was Jacqueline Bisset's speech. What was that? Okay, so she was, I think, like, the second award of the night, maybe, I think like the second one. First of all, take your time getting up there, honey. She really took her time. I think there were some weird seating arrangements going on or something, or weird flight paths, because there were a lot of people who had a tricky time getting up to the stage, so I guess that wasn't their fault. But this was her fault. She took forever. And go ahead, curse more. Networks love that. And they actually had a little accident bleeping out her curse word because they totally missed the curse and we heard her say the S word. So that was fun. But moving on, some more speech issues. Jonah Hill and Margot Robbie were introducing their film Wolf of Wall Street because for all the Best Picture nominees, they've been like introducing them in the last few years throughout the show. I guess the teleprompter, there was an issue. They moved on in the rundown in the teleprompter, so they were already on the next segment. And at first Margot Robbie was like, and then Jonah Hill was like, yo, I'm gonna be honest, the teleprompter's messed up. Why couldn't they just explain what the movie was like? They were in it. They were in the movie. How many times have you seen it already, I'm sure? How many premieres have you gone to? But eventually someone from backstage handed them a hard copy of their script, so excellent job reading from paper. I don't know. Also with speeches, there were a lot of pre-speech pauses. It was super dramatic. This is not the Oscars, guys. This is the Golden Globes. So that happened. A funny moment from Tina and Amy. They were introducing Miss Golden Globe. It was Sosie. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Sosie Bacon. Is her last name Bacon? It's Kevin Bacon and Keira Sedgwick's daughter. So then they brought in a little gag because they also introduced Mr. Golden Globe, who was supposed to be one of Tina Fey's children from a previous marriage. It was Amy Poehler dressed up as a guy with like brunette Justin Bieber hair, and it was awesome. So that was a nice little addition. Now I did mention before that there was an open bar at this awards show, and it definitely showed because Emma Thompson won the award for Drunk and Shoeless. She showed up with her shoes in her hands and a drink in her other hand. She was like, "Where's the envelope? I don't have it." And then not only did she come out with her shoes not on her feet, but she threw them when they handed her the envelope. So it was pretty awesome. Emma Thompson can do whatever she wants because she's amazing. Other presenters though, Paula Patton. I promised myself I wasn't going to talk about fashion in this video, but I can't help mentioning her outfit was kind of a disaster. What were you wearing? It was like white and like way too much fabric and these like frilly things. Emma Stone also, what were you wearing? I'm not even gonna go there. Okay, so let's see, where should we go next? Okay, so for Best Song, Best Original Song, U2 won that award. And awkward alert, P. Diddy was one of the presenters for that, and Bono totally snubbed him. P. Diddy was having a grand old time, like, interjecting during other people's speeches, and Bono was not into that. He was like, "This is a really serious moment, blah, blah, blah." So when P. Diddy went to hug him, Bono was like, "Ugh." It was really awkward, and I'm sure it's going to be all over the internet with, like, a GIF, whatever it is. I don't know. GIF.GIF. So, is anyone else confused about how to say that? There was that whole controversy last year about how to say that. Anyway, SNL was all over this show. Of course, Tina and Amy being the hosts, and then Seth Meyers and Jimmy Fallon were both presenters, which makes sense because they're going to have some big changes in the new year with Jimmy Fallon taking over The Tonight Show and then Seth Meyers taking over Late Night. So, I mean, it makes sense, but I'm just saying they're all over it. Also, Andy Samberg won for Best Actor in a Comedy Show for Brooklyn 99, which apparently is really funny. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if it's 99 or 99. Now I feel dumb. But it was a big surprise. No one was expecting that, and especially not him, but he had a really funny speech. And Amy Poehler won for Best Actress in a Comedy Series, and before that, they showed her in the audience when they were announcing the nominees, and again, Bono, he stole the show today. He was giving her like a shoulder massage as a joke, but then they like made out, and it was really weird, and it was kind of an awkward moment, but funny, but awkward. More awkward than funny, I think. But, yeah, Amy Poehler also, like, she's never won a Golden Globe before, so that was kind of a surprise. I think a lot of people were expecting Julia Louis-Dreyfus to win. And, it was just nice to see, I guess. I'm a fan of Parks and Rec, so it was cool. Again, with Julia Louis-Dreyfus, they went back to the monologue joke, and they showed her again. This time she was back in the TV section eating what looked like a chili dog, and she was all friendly with them again, so that was funny. Nice follow-up on your monologue joke. And our final thing was the Woody Allen montage, because he was winning like the Lifetime Achievement Award, and they had a really good montage of most of his films. I didn't realize that he made like 70-something films. That's crazy. And then he wasn't there to accept the award, so Diane Keaton came out and accepted it, and her speech is on both the best and worst list. It was classic Diane Keaton. It was insane, but it was run-of-the-mill for her. She comes out in this suit, this like oversized black tie, some very dark-rimmed glasses, you know what I'm talking about. She's cursing like a sailor at one point. She's saying like these really nice things about Woody Allen, and then she starts cursing. I don't even know what she was saying because it went on and on. Some sort of tirade, I don't know. But then at the end, she sang, and I think it was like the Girl Scout song. What? It was crazy, but it was totally her, so it was awesome. And the final best moment of the show was, no, I lied, there's two more. One of the final best moments was when 12 Years a Slave won Best Picture, and the director, Steve McQueen, was like thanking everyone, and he couldn't remember who he was supposed to thank, and everyone on stage was trying to help him, and then all of a sudden at the end he's like, and Brad Pitt, I want to thank Brad Pitt. It was just funny. Okay, final best moment was that they got the whole awards show in before the DVR cut off. That is so rare, but it was nice because I didn't want to miss anything. So that's Golden Globes 2014. If you want to see the full list of winners, this is not the place to see it, but I would definitely check out E! Online because they usually have it, or they're definitely going to have it. And also the Golden Globes website, IMDb. Any of those are good places. But let me know what you guys thought of the show in the comments, and if you were surprised or upset with any of the winners, or if anyone was snubbed. And until next time, much love.